Hey everybody, Ron Burke, editor-in-chief for GamingTrend.com and resident coaster junkie. Today we're going to check out the Dawn of Impossification, which is the third level in the campaign for Park Beyond. So let's jump straight into it. If you've missed our other two videos, you can check those out right here on our channel, our YouTube channel, and you can check out our full written preview at GamingTrend.com. Looks like we're getting started.
It's a construction site.
Well, yes, not so much a fixer-upper as a build-from-scratcher. It's a very exciting opportunity.
A site which you, somehow, have convinced the shareholders that our friend here can turn into a profitable park.
Or one of the greatest successes in Cloudstormer's history.
I know which one my money's on.
I'll take that bet. Come on, let's get started.
A blank canvas? That doesn't suck at all. Start pitch meeting. Let's do it. I'm not sure what this is.
Your first new build. I'm so excited I might have wet my briefs a little when I sat down.
Thanks for
What did
sharing
we
your
discuss
incontinence
about
with
too
us.
much
That's great.
information, Phil? Anyway, I'm not sure our new friend understands what a new build requires.
Pshaw, hogwash and applesauce. Although not necessarily in that order. A new build is a blank slate. An empty canvas.
A recipe for disaster?
An invitation for mad invention.
This is
Mad
not an
inventions,
excuse
yo.
for wild abandon. This is a commercial proposition requiring planning and forethought. I hope you understand what's expected of you.
Yes, sure.
So, who are we going to build for? I always wanted to make the perfect theme park for cats and mice. But Izzy seems to think that all those cartoons have
Thinking
given
that
me the
Phil's
wrong
elevator
idea
does not
about
run all the way to the top
interspecies
floor.
relations.
I recommend targeting humans, Phil, as they tend to have more disposable income than other mammals. But I am open to other ideas for our PR spending.
So we did adults. So let's see. Let's do teens and adults for this time.
It's Sophia back from the East Coast. We're going to need the engineering team's support if we want to intensify our brand image here.
Burnish your bloomers, she is indeed. I'll bring her in. And never mind intensifying. We have the vision and the engineering skills to be impossifying our brand image.
Impossifying. I like the sound of that.
I'd better get legal onto a trademark check. We'll need to own that name internationally, and the website, impossify.com. And I want to check what it looks like on a t-shirt too before signing off.
Less than 10 seconds to turn a joyous new idea into a business lesson, Izzy. You still got it. So, what do you want me to impossify?
Flat rides. Flat rides need a bit of impossifying if they're going to be worth using. Or a few impossified sections could make the roller coasters amazing. Let's do the flat rides.
Yeah, the flat rides are pretty, classic?
Boring. The
You
word
just
is
give
you're
me the
looking for is
concept
boring.
sketches, and if there's a way to do the ride engineering, I'll find it faster than Phil finds unattended cookies.
But at a reasonable cost, Sophia. Impossifying isn't going to apply to the budget too.
If you're so worried about the money, why don't we impossify the shops as well? That'll get the customers in. I mean, what even is an impossified shop? I certainly don't know.
All right, let's see if we can make this impossification work for us.
Curdling curmudgeons. It seems everyone's on the trolley for impossifying except you. Why do you have an onion in your ointment about this, Izzy?
Ew.
I don't appreciate when my business partners act on a whim. Companies are like oil tankers. If you don't turn them slowly, they capsize. And I've already had one partner go overboard.
Wait, you had a partner before Phil?
Traded up, eh? Perfectly understandable. What were they like?
Nothing like you, which isn't necessarily a slight against them. Anyway, meeting adjourned.
All right. Your park will attract more teens and adults. Shops and rides for those demographics will be subsidized. So we've got some challenges. We've got to impossify a roller coaster and have 7 unique flat rides open in the park. Should be doable. So let's go do it.
Don't worry. They always scuffle like this. It's just their way. We've not officially met, have we? I'm Sophia, obviously. I can engineer any new ride you dream up, or I can pimp your rides. Impossify them, like Phil says.
Shop blueprints to get a head start. General appeal shops and start of the mission, or fun roller coaster module to give me a head start, or crazy flat blueprint to give me. We were gonna do the crazy flat blueprint, so let's do that.
Oh, you just beat me to the punch. I was just about to suggest doing that.
Sure you were.
I feel like I can trust you. Or maybe I'm just dizzy from the Phil effect. He's kind of infectious. Can I tell you a secret?
We've just met.
While I was out east, I got a job offer. I mean, I don't want to leave Cloudstormer. It's so loco it could pull a wagon vertically. But I'm jonesing for a real challenge.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you have me as a visioneer now. I can give you the engineering challenges you'll never forget, or you have to follow your heart, but please give me a chance to show you what we can do together first. Let's do that.
Oh, you charmer. No wonder Phil likes you. And I think maybe Izzy will too, eventually. But her trust has to be earned, so expect a few friendly attempts to totally nuke your confidence in the meantime. Anyway, I've got a good feeling about you, newbie. Meet me in my shed when you're ready to find out just how crazy impossification can be. Mind your feet. I'm out of here.
This open and empty space should be perfect to build a new and exciting park. Right now you only have a few rides and shops available, but you can unlock more through research. Alright, now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of these kind of games, which is what I dig. Unlocking new stuff. Alright, unlock first lab expansion. Research is an important aspect of park management. Research allows you to unlock lab expansions, which contain new and exciting attractions and shops for your park. Every time you reach a certain park appeal threshold, you can unlock a new lab expansion. Alright. What is this? Something. Since park appeal is part driven by our park's overall fun rating, it's a great idea to hire entertainers, hire at least 5. Okay, so these are like challenges. Okay, great. Unconcerned about that right now. So, unlock 1 lab expansion. Crashlander, robot battle, ice cream shop, taco shop, bubble tea shop, small ATM. I see. So now we're getting into theming. We're getting into things that'll excite people. Colorado Run, space training. Cool. Bubbly balloons, elevator. Elevator can carry a small train up. Okay, so this has a similar track movement like the Hagrid ride at Universal. But Colorado Run, that looks like it's got fun rating and amazement. Let's unlock that. Nope. Required park appeal not reached. I guess I'll need to reach the park appeal requirement first. Fine. Alright, what do we got for now? That seems to make adults, families, and teens. We're trying to go with teens and adults. So, let's see. Teens and adults. Shining Pendulum it is. Nice simple ride to start. Let's see, where are our boundaries? Oh, we have quite a few. Wow, we actually have a lot of room. Alright, well, we're starting close to this first, so let's go ahead and set this over here. Start to think about where our central corridors are going to be. Build our queue. Again, this weird thing where the queues are not matching up correctly. Hopefully that doesn't become a problem. people are already coming in, so seems like I better get a move on. They're probably going to want more than one ride. They're probably going to want a place to eat. So needy. Oh, building modules. So now we're talking. Now you can build these pieces into shops. So rather than doing these pre-built ones, you can build your own. That's for folks who want to spend a ton of time on that sort of thing. Which, hey, I'm not knocking you. It's some dedication if you can pull that stuff off. I've seen people make some amazing, amazing stuff. Alright. Drinks next to the taco joint. I think it's a taco joint, right? Oh, candy apple. That's right. Let's connect them up. People can't spend money if they can't get to it. So we've got food. We'll take care of the other need. Alright, so that leaves us a little bit of room in between for theming. Good. Looks like people are able to get to the ride. Probably need to open it though. So it looks like we're good there. Profitability, I'm going to make that 550. Looks like that's off and running. Wow, that's a lot of people. Alright, so we're going to pause is what we're going to do. So I can build a bunch of stuff before we get completely overwhelmed. Because it's just too many people coming in all at once. So we're going to make this little area back here our next ride entrance. So we'll run... Oh, hold on. Normal path. Okay. We're going to start to go a little wacky with our building. I mean, that looks horrible and uncomfortable to walk on, but hey. For the entrance, we'll run that. Let's see. Tunneling. Will it let me tunnel down? Alright, seems like it won't let me tunnel straight down from here. That's okay. No biggie. We'll just go completely bonkers and run a queue to a completely ridiculous spot. What could possibly go wrong? Open for business. Make it $6. Go. Alright, next flag ride. Crazy Kraken. An old standby for our parks, apparently. What is it not like here? Hopefully that's not going to be in my way. We'll throw down the loop-de-loop coaster. This early on, it seems like they've only got a few coasters unlocked. But undoubtedly, there'll be more coasters that you can research, I'm sure. We're going to turn on collision. That way, this thing stays put. Oh. Hooks are goals that you choose for your ride. They decide the final ratings of visitor preference. You can see and change hooks from the hook screen. Yep, we've seen this. It wants me to select hooks. So here's where I think you're going to end up spending a lot of time is really adding hooks. So we got what's up, 4 inversions, 40 meters of chain lift. If I wanted to add additional hooks, I could do that. But it seems like this one's pretty much done because it's pre-baked. So we're going to adjust pricing on this. It's certainly not going to be $1. I'll tell you that much. We'll build an entrance. I'm going to assume that this is actually going to have a pretty decent amount of traffic to it. So we're going to go super dangerous. and run the cue through the loop, because that's what heroes do. There we go. That is a completely ridiculous entrance. And then we'll do something equally as dumb. Hey, that'll work. I didn't think it would actually let me get that close to the other coaster, but I'll take it. Boom, just like that. Alright, so now we've got a coaster. We're good to go. Check marks all the way down. Profitable. Set. Let's go ahead and unpause time. That should let folks get started. We can start to get some feedback on food and drinks and profitability and such. Alright, so while we wait for that kind of information, let's go ahead and play some scenery, like a ridiculous hat. You can just stick stuff on top of things. It seems like there's kind of a snapping system for this all to just kind of work. Surface direction, collision. Oh, snap to surface, that's nice. Let's throw down some trees. Or bamboo shoots and pink flamingos. Yeah, it seems like everything's set to $1 right now, which I imagine that's not going to be the case at launch. I imagine this is going to be... Oops, that's kind of hovering. I imagine that this is actually going to be tuned to be a more or less expensive based off of your objectives and such. It's still kind of hovering. Oh well. But we've put down some items, and now we're starting to get some park appeal, so we'll keep dropping scenery at random. Here's a film reel fountain. Oh, I see. Oh boy. Yeah, that did not want to snap the way I wanted it to. Yeah, it wants to snap to the side of the building, all sorts of other wackiness. It seems like we're going to have to kind of play with that kind of thing to make it work the way we want it to. Oh my goodness. Here's a first aid station, folks. And here's a random I actually have this dragon, a similar dragon to this, on a 3D print that I did. In fact, I think it's that exact 3D model. How crazy is that? It's a little dice tower. Here's some trees. Here's some other random trees. So we're starting to get some park appeal here. Here's a really dangerous tree that runs really too close to the rides. Here's some shrubs, a shrubbery. And a neon open sign. Now this is where I'm going to want to have it snap. We'll mess with that another time. Here's a dead tree stump. Here's a lying sack. I know people like that. Here's a giant hamburger. At the place that doesn't serve hamburgers. Perfect. Seems like there's a lot of props. So if you wanted some like Hollywood craziness, it seems like you've got enough to do that, or... That's pretty much like the Universal Studios fountain. Only smaller. Here's some pumpkins, so you can make your Halloween town. Giant speaker array. I'm just going to set that on the ground. I'm more demonstrating more than anything else. Oh, here we go. Let's get a fire emitter going. Have it throw some fire on the people that walk by. That's always fun. Here's a monster truck for the monster truck rally. Oh, hey, it moves. So let's maybe put that someplace where it's not going to run into guests. Or maybe let it run into guests. Who can say? Alright. Are people riding our coaster? Yeah, looks like it. Cool. Looks like we've completed one of the challenges too, so we're already making good progress. So I want to get to the impossification, but we're just not quite there yet. Seems like we've kind of got a really even distribution for visitors. Oh, geez. I guess I probably need to hire some janitors and stuff. Oh, you can't just buy a bunch of folks and drop them into the park. Good to know. Everybody seems to have no more preferred rides. I guess we need to add more rides. Alright, more rides. I'm only doing the prefab stuff because I know you've got kind of a limited amount of time to check this stuff out. Alright, here we go. What is this? New lab expansion. Alright, let's go to the research. So I'm not sure what the impossification stuff is, but we're going to try and do the Colorado run. So we'll unlock that and see what it does. Amazement focused ride. Alright, so now we got a few more rides here. And these are ones that we'd seen before. Oh wow, okay. Oh, I've actually ridden this ride. I've ridden this ride at, I think it was Six Flags that had a similar ride to this. Just kind of an up and down, and I want to say it was like little horses that kind of strapped you in place using a ride system that was very similar to the one that Tron uses at Walt Disney World. So we'll stick this one over here because it kind of fits with the theming. If I can get this to cooperate. What are you doing? Yeah, I really don't like this system. I really don't like this this round circle system. It's just very finicky. Maybe I just need to get used to it, but... Oh boy, so that's kind of through the back half of the park entrance. That's not gonna work. Let's move this thing then. Stick that there. That should work. Alright, the entrance, we're going to stick that way over here. And give it a little bit of distance to queue up. And then we'll stick the normal queue path to get out. Does it have to come off of this end? It does. Alright, so whichever side you have set as your... Work. Alright, what are we complaining about here? Oh, I see, because I'm trying to connect it to one that I've already made kind of goofy. Alright, can I get that in there? There we go. Alright, again, another not wonderful example of my handiwork, but seems like we're good to go. We're going to raise this to 750 and let it rip. Let's see what this one looks like. See if it's the one that I remember it to be. Oh wait, hold on. I don't think this is the one I think it is at all. Oh, this is the spinning hat thing. Let me quote a really wise man who once said, "Oh hell no, there's no way I ride this thing. This is just me puking all over the place." But hey, you guys have fun. Knock yourself out. Pay the $7.50. Ride the ride. Yep, looks like they're okay though. They're happy to pay the $7.50. The fee, they're actually happy with the fee. Cool. Well, hey, you do you. We're gonna hop on this ride with everybody else. Yeah, you face out, and it's got yeah. So the ride security vehicle. Oh God, just watching this, that's a no. So the ride security vehicle does come on the back of your hips, just like the Tron ride, like I was thinking. But hey, everybody's happy to pay that $7.50. So why don't we fleece them a little more? We are profitable. We're making $1,200 a month, even after fees. I probably need to put down some trash cans while I think about it. Let's see, where were those? Keep losing track of those. Trash cans. One wavy trash can. Hey, look at that. So now we're up to 1,050 and we can go do another piece of research. So now let's do something crazy. Let's add a spring. Okay, that sounds kind of nuts. So now we've got a spring from when we build a coaster. So let's do that. We'll let the park run at full speed and just let it go nuts. Because we're making money, we're profitable, we're good to go on that stuff. Janitors can take care of the trash, which apparently people are leaving up here. That's nice of them. Jerks. But we're gonna build a coaster with a spring on it. Let's try and actually keep it simple this time. Crying out loud. Alright, we'll build it in an angle. Where is this spring? Alright, so what, we basically stick a spring. Is it going forward? Is that what this does? It hits this thing and then bounces backwards? Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. So we'll do that. We'll raise the launch speed. And do like a high-speed launch. And then my hope is it's going to hit this spring, bounce backwards. Oh, that's not that fast at all. Hits the spring, barely goes backwards. I was hoping for more of like a rocket launch type thing. So maybe this has to hit a spring when it's going really quick or something. So let's do that. What is off-rail? Off-rail snaps to the terrain, making it so the terrain rides over the ground / water. Okay, I'm interested. What is that? Again, I might be getting kind of crazy with these quote-unquote simple things, so maybe it's a bad idea, but so what do those... Okay, it doesn't seem like it does much of anything. I'll need to play with that to figure out what that's supposed to do. Car lift, elevator, launcher. Alright, well here, let's start with that. Let's start with that launcher then. We're going to stick that launcher right out of the gate. See if we can get some high speed. Is that going to launch? That's the opposite of launch, unless it's going to stop and then launch me from there. Yes. Okay, so... So let's get this thing really cooking. I want to adjust the overall speed. come up from there. And then we're going to launch it into a cannon that shoots the thing way in the air. Too high of curvature. Oh, did I move it? Okay, I kind of turned it a little bit. Alright, so cannon off of this side. At 113 miles an hour. It's going to come out of that. And then go into a vertical loop that goes through the ground and then comes into a U-turn left. And then from there come on. Camera's kind of fighting me a little here. Let's see. Alright. Simple, right? Simple. Let's see how it goes. So, 72 miles an hour into a rocket. All the cars get onto the tracks, or onto the launcher, and then it should take off. Any day now. Come on, magnet launch. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay, everybody's on the tracks now. 72 miles an hour. Up. Cannon. Down. Loop. At high speed. Crash. Death. Awesome. Cool. So, probably need to apply some brakes. Alright, so getting everybody onto that, oh my goodness, getting everybody onto that section of track is painful. Alright. Nope, still that inversion underground is just too much. Fine. Alright, so we need some way to connect this. Let's, we'll do a vertical U. With a crossover and see if that does the trick. Alright, through the cannon. This is like the X Factor accelerator. Apparently that's too much of an angle. I'm not sure what's going on there. I do wish it gave me a little bit more information on what exactly is the problem. Because I don't know what the exact issue with this is. Well, I certainly don't know that I want to do that. But sure, let's try it out. Why not? It's completely insane. Nope. Flies right off the tracks. Shoots them off like a rocket. Probably not the intended result. But sure, let's do that. We'll shoot them off into a cannon shot again. We're actually slowing them down by shooting them that way. I don't think that's going to work, but we'll add some brakes and maybe that won't kill them coming out of the chute there. So through the second cannon, it's going to hit the brakes. Hey, look at that. Success. So I guess the hooks are really where you make your stats. So Cannoneer, we did that times 2. Oh, I like this. It actually shows you which ones you've actually done. So we did Unchained, so we could simply add that to the list here. Ready to Launch, we did that. Impossification, we did that too. So there we go. So now we've got one that's 4 amazement, low on profitability, but high on fun. Adults are okay with it. Teens love it. Looks like we're good to go. So we can close that. Test succeeded. You know the one thing we haven't done? We haven't named this thing. Standard Coaster number 4 is a terrible ride name. That we gotta raise the price. We're gonna make this $10. Where do I name it? I don't want to have this thing be Standard Coaster number 1. No, I don't want to edit the coaster again. I seriously don't see a place to name it. Car and train settings. Oh, that's cool. We can change the... Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's make them into motorcycles. That's cool. I just don't see a place to change the name. Which is, frankly, just weird. Alright, well, anyway, let's build an entrance. Let's get this thing making money. No reason to go crazy with the entrances and exits. Although we can. But instead, we'll just make it miserable. We'll make it a really long way to walk to get back to the park. That's always good for profitability, right? But there we go. Alright, so set this thing for test. Set it to 8x so it finishes the test quickly. 2 cannons, loop, done. So that should be good. Oops, I'm not trying to edit here. So we're check marks all the way down, we can open it. And Standard Coaster number 4 was born. I don't know how to actually change those, so what can you do, right? So now we've got a coaster that's loved by teens. Hopefully those teens spend the big bucks for oh my goodness, that's actually a terrible entrance unless they're gonna go straight from one into the other. We hit that bug again where they don't want to join onto the coaster. Oh well. At this point, I think you kind of get the gist of where we're going with this game. You can see there's a great deal of customization and craziness that you can put into the space, and this doesn't even scratch the surface of the stuff that you can unlock. We don't even see any souvenir shops at this point, so who knows what sort of crazy souvenir shops and different research facilities that you're able to get throughout the game. We'll be, of course, putting together a full review when we're closer to launch, but in the meantime, seems like there's a lot to look forward to. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm Ron Burke, editor-in-chief for GamingTrend.com. You guys have a great one. Look for our full preview at GamingTrend.com and check out our other 2 reviews on our other 2 videos on Park Beyond right here on our YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody. See ya in the park.